we could literally create a credential using the credential manager tool and the orchestrator CLI. Yeah. Oh my God, it's gonna be tricky. Doable, but tricky. Okay, first.
I'll follow along, but I'll try not to. I'll let you go with the flow so you're not distracted.
Okay. Yeah, this is a try. I'm going to create a directory that I will call. How do you want to call your credential? How do we call it? Like, let's say you want to be in the IC. Oh, that's what we're going. Yeah, we could totally do that actually, because after the transition, you could technically try to run for ICC anytime. There's no like election period and that kind of stuff after the bootstrap phase. It could just like be tomorrow. And you wake up one day and you say like, "Oh, I want to be in the ICC. Let's do that." But let's do it like we're a group, right? So there's you and me and maybe someone else. Since Bob is always there, we could include Bob. I want to be in the ICC. No, I want to be in the CC. So I'll create a
Should
file.
we should probably use the full name for the sake of the video, huh? The
Um,
Constitutional Committee.
yeah, but I need to
Maybe
name it.
people won't be.
How would you call your consortium? How would you call it? Like there's wheat steak pool. There's we could include Big Joe in there, but he's never gonna actually watch the terminal. But uh, I don't know. The epoch.
We'll get Joe in here with his own instance eventually. We'll get him in here.
So what do you think? How would you call that? If you had if you had a group and you had to give it a name, what would it be?
Group.
Group? You want to call it group? Okay. Okay, CC group.
Oh wow, that's creative.
You don't want to give it a
Hey
name?
Johnny, what's up, buddy?
Johnny's there? Okay, no wait.
Hello.
Let's get
Sweet,
Johnny.
wonderful Johnny.
Let's get
What's
Johnny in there.
happening?
Johnny, okay.
What?
We're on
I'm
Sancho.
just, wait-
Okay.
I'm just waiting for this hard fork event. Is what's happening. It's coming. We're going into Conway in the next like 15 minutes, so I'm getting ready to register everything up.
No, right now, SanchoNet is in Babbage era. And
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for this Conway hard fork to take place so I can get registered up. I'm right here live. I've got everything synced, and I'm just waiting for the
we
epoch.
we can already do it. We can already do it because the credential manager, you can use a Plutus v2, which work in Babbage, and you can right away submit the datum with our credentials on chain before the chain hard fork. And after the chain hard fork, of course, we can have. We're obviously not going to be in the Conway Genesis file, but we can have our small group run for the CC with the governance action
I see.
just for fun. It's
So
SanchoNet.
do you want me to be in your datum then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You can put me in your datum anytime, Mike.
Nice. SanchoNet. How do we call it? I don't like Van's name to be honest. Like he wanted us to be called group. Vote for group.
He asked
well,
what I think we should name it, and then he gets upset about my choice. It's
We could
crazy.
be.
I have one note. I'm not against group, but it needs to be redundant. So it needs to be group. If we're group, I'm happy with it.
Why don't we call ourselves the committed to the bit?
No, just group.
Group.
All right, Johnny.
Man,
Johnny has spoken.
You can make a theme tune around it though. Like you
Although,
got a little, like,
okay, how am I supposed to call the? Okay, group.
it's the
Group construct
of
committee. So
SanchoNet.
GGCC.
We're
It's
the
gonna be
GG
GGCC.
ICC, remember? GG
No,
ICC. Oh no, look at you trying to obscure group is fine.
we can't be the ICC because we're not gonna be in the Genesis file, so it's going to be CC technically because People have to vote for us, but we can.
Vote for the group.
Okay. GGCC. Oh my God. Okay. Group. Fine.
No. Yeah, you're right. GGCC.
Why is this so
fine.
confusing?
Because I just want a name. That's the
I'm
kind
already
of.
confused. We just
That's
started this process.
no.
I'm already
That's
confused.
that's something that.
GGCC.
Have you
Sorry.
have you
It's just a
ever
directory.
have you ever played a game like, let's say you have an hour. You have an hour to play a game, right? League of Legends, whatever, right? World of Warcraft,
Monopoly.
and you have to create your character, and then you sit there for almost an hour trying to guess how am I gonna call this character, and
Yeah.
that's what we're doing right now. Let's call group. I don't like it. I don't like your name. I vote against it.
My default position on naming is whatever the dumbest, funniest thing is
Group CC.
within the first 10 seconds. That wins.
And the great thing about it, Mike, is it does abbreviate to GG, which is good game. So, like,
GGCC. Vote for us. We're the GGCC.
Yeah, it's fucking genius, dude. It's genius.
Okay. All right. And now
So
we need.
what do you need from me? You need any credentials?
Okay. What I need from you
It's a
would
pen.
be on this server. I actually got the cardinal signer, and I made it global, so I could just like go cardinal signer like this, and it's just going to run the thing. And I want to make, and this is going to be the interesting part, I want to make a set of cold credential. And the derivation path for the cold credential for the constitutional committee credentials is 4. We don't see it very well
Yeah.
here. I'm just going to move this.
It is that. I'm gonna go look and see if I have.
It is right there. So you got here. So I could just let's create credential first, right? I want to have my CC, my constitutional committee credential from a seed phrase, right? So I'm on my cold environment. This is my cold environment, right? And I want to create those keys. So I will do a cardinal signer, and then path, which is going to be my derivation path, and it's going to be 52 H.
I need to go get my SanchoNet seed phrase. I'm gonna derive a.
I'll generate one. I'll just generate one.
Oh, look at you!
What?
Are you telling me? Are you telling me too? Or are you saying you're generating one for me?
No, it's for me. These are my credentials. Yeah, I'm not gonna do your job.
No.
Already?
I was saying I said I have to go and get my seed phrase, and then you were like, "No, I'm just generating one." So I was like,
"Oh no, I heard. Yeah."
Mike always makes it all about him, you know.
I
see.
I misheard that. My my self photo translator.
This guy's the dictator here. He can't help it, you know. I mean, he's got the dictator mindset.
He's the typical, like, you give him a good idea and he'll be like, he immediately says, "I got a good idea," and you're like, yeah. Well
Just
done,
kidding, Mike. We love you. We love you.
Okay, so derivation path, guys.
Uh,
Here, when it's 4 here, when I put a 4 here, that's the derivation path for the cold credential. If it's a 5, that's for the hot credential, right? If it's a 0, that's for payment credential, and so on, right? There's a a number for stake and blah blah blah.
Three for stake keys. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
I like that whole future-proof system.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I want
Wait. I'm sorry. 4 means what?
Cold CC credentials.
Cold. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Got it.
4 is 4 not DREP?
No.
I was pretty sure 4 was DREP.
I'm pretty sure that's for cold credentials. 5 is hot credentials.
Should we bet on it?
Sure, why not? It's not like I haven't done this like yesterday, but
100 data?
No, I'm not taking that.
100 data? Whoa!
I could be wrong.
I self-identify as a commoner, right? And commoners don't usually have money, which is
It's 100 million Lovelaces.
I was definitely under the impression that derivation path 3 was state keys, and therefore 4 would be drep, and then 5 and 6 would be pool keys for and hotkeys for CC.
I don't
But
have them by heart, but
maybe I'm wrong.
we could find out. We could find out.
Well, I have a tweet in my old timeline here I can search for. So
Anyway, I want it like JSON extended, right? And my out file, I'm just going to grab the private key.
oh, I'm wrong because 0 is a thing. That was they are the third derivation, but it's two because 0 is the first derivation. Silly me. I always forget 0 is a thing.
That is embarrassing.
Well,
key.
at least I didn't take the bet. It is the third derivation for a state key, but it's 0 technically.
Mike, GG, that's not GGWP. What is it? GGCC. Okay. GGCC, it's gonna be my X, S key, like this. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, I got the derivation pad, JSON extended. Do I need something else? No. So it's just gonna give me my seed phrase in front of. Oh wait.
Oh no! Parameters must start with a double hyphen, like secret key.
Making so many mistakes. Okay. Now, let's
Just
do
put
it.
it down to performance anxiety.
Ah,
There's
yeah.
there you go.
Okay, so I got my keys. So
You got your seed
here
phrase.
is my seed phrase for everyone to see.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna wait like 15-20 seconds. You can also press pause and take note of my. And
what are the chances?
They are Constitutional Committee Code Extended signing keys.
What are the chances it would be avocado regret?
So on top of that, if I cat into my private key and show it to everyone, you can see that doesn't sound right. You can see that it's a BIP32 extended key. Okay, but here's the thing. Yes, I need to convert that into a PEM file that I'm going to use with openssl to create my certificate or my certificate signing request, because I'm not the certificate authority, which is a whole different topic. There's probably material for 1 or 2 more videos only for openssl stuff, and that's before we submit that. Because the nice thing about those credentials is that people can track using the verification key that you use on Cardano. You can track who did sign what and compare that hash, which is going to be the very same than the one that you have on those certificates. So if on my certificate I write down Mike Hornan from Canada, Quebec, blah 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 from this organization, then you can, with the hash on chain of my public key that I use to sign stuff, you can identify pretty much that it's me, right? And compare it with the hash of the certificate itself. Because what we're doing right now, I just got my signing key. I will convert that into a private signing key .pem for those certificate, and from there I'm going to generate my verification key or my public key, which is going to be the very same than the one that I have on Cardano. Actually, I'm just gonna do it. It's gonna be
yeah.
It's tricky. It's like it's an entire new stuff that you have to learn, but
well, the PEM keys are required in order for it to be fully compatible with X.509 processes, and
to be able to be compatible with Cardano as well, they have to be ED 25519 keys. Also, because from OpenSSL you can generate like all sorts of keys and use all sorts of digest whatever algorithm and stuff.
But in this case, we want to use the same elliptical curve.
Yes. Okay. I think it's Thomas from IOG.
All right, they made a
He,
simpler guide.
yeah, he has this sweet guide here. Okay, so I'm just going to convert that.
Yes, there we go. So catch your key into
Yeah. Let me. Yeah, sure. It catch your key, the one we just did, and then it grabs only the CBOR X part of it, like this
Yep.
here.
that part of the array. Yeah.
Yep. And then it cuts the 5. Whoop, sorry. The 5 first bytes. These guys. And it's going to echo and anyway, and it has what's missing pretty much in base 64 format, and then it just echo what's required for your PEM keys. So the beginning of it, begin private key, and the end of it at the end, of course, and then it redirect all that to the name of my file, which is
Isn't it nice to use concatenate for its actual function and concatenate two separate things?
It's confusing because that's what it means, right? Concatenate means
it
like
means
join two things.
join two things together, which is what it's used for, but people use it as a shortcut way just to see the inside of a file. Its function is to connect two things together, or multiple.
This is what it gives me.
Nice.
And okay, so if I want to make sure that this gibberish, that's what I'm gonna call it, this gibberish here, if I want to compare and to double check that this here is actually what what I need from this key, I'm going to do openssl command, and this is a P key. Input the name of my file, which is now Mike ggcc
Lovely name.
private.temp.
Inspired name.
I want no output, and I want it in text, and it's giving me my private key with the public key. And as confusing as this might look, remember that inside that extended key, all that you see here from your private key is actually there. I don't know if you can see it very well.
Yeah.
On 953. Yeah. So everything that's included there is the actual private key part, and everything that's left is derived from your, passphrase and other stuff. So I know that this is good. So if technically I wanted to grab this and make it, oh my god, sorry, because I'm obviously not going to sign with this. What I wanted to do is just generate a key from a passphrase that I can always reuse to restore my kids are... Anyway, I wanted to have a passphrase to always be able to restore this. He yells so loudly, man. It's like, ah! Like this.
Well, it's even funnier because we don't hear it.
You don't.
So your reactions just seem to be coming at random, like you're hearing phantoms.
I'm glad you don't hear it because, God.
Yeah, we find out later that Mike lives alone. He's just like totally gone crazy.
He's just gone full Biden. What's happening?
Yeah.
What?
No, shut up. Oh, shut up.
Leave me alone.
I told you, no, I'm not gonna kill him. Okay. So again, this is the part I need. And I want it to be normal Shelly signing keys, not extended. Not extended.
No.
Right?
Yes.
And I could do it in a way. So I'm gonna do it my way because I don't want it to be like overcomplicated, and it's already complicated. So I'm just gonna create, for example,
Why'd you have to go and make it all so complicated?
Shelly keys. So cardinal CLI address keygen, and I just want normal keys, like, okay. So verification key. Actually, I'm not gonna make the yeah, I'm forced to. I can
What?
just make the, yeah, Cardinal made it, so I cannot generate only the signing key. Verification key file, I'm gonna call it simple mic.vkey, right? And my signing key file is going to be mic.skey. That's my lazy way to do it. So I'm creating normal Shelly keys,
Yes.
right? And what I will do, if I get into it, actually I'll just remove my, I will remove my mic.vkey because I don't need it. There you go. I will get into my mic.skey. You will see why I did that.
My key.
Mikey.
My key. My key for Mikey.
Mikey Esky.
Mikey Skey. So 5820 represent 32 bytes because that's a 32 bytes key, right? So everything that's left there is the CBOR, actually, well, this. So if I just grab that, and actually I'm just gonna go get it from here.
Yeah, without the.
Yeah, so this is my private part, right? This, I'll just copy it.
Copy in your private part.
I will go into my mic.skey, and I will replace everything but 5820. I'll just remove everything but this
You just use that generated one as a template.
as a template because I can always get it back with my seed phrase, right? So if something happened, I have the seed phrase, I can always get these keys back that I did generate on my call environment. So okay, now I do have a different signing key, which has the information here. But I want to double check if everything's right, and I don't have any verification key. So normally, if I generate from this private key, if I generate a verification key using the cardinal commands, I should get this after the 5820. So I'm gonna do
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardinal CLI.
Well, yeah, because you're just getting the public key version from the private. Yeah.
Verification key command, and then I will include my signing key file, which was mic.skey, and I want to create my verification key file and call it mic.vkey, and it's going to build a file. And if
Now
I
I know why you deleted it.
verify it, then you see that
It matches. Oh my goodness.
so I can use now I can use those keys for cardinal transaction, and also the public part of those keys are going also to be the ones that I use for my certificate.
So we started with an extended key that had much more bytes than the required amount. We truncated it using a cat command, removed the introductory part, placed it into a PEM with a different formatting but the same total section of bytes, and then used a normal generation as a template of a different payment key, and then just copied the bytes in the replacement place, and then generated our V key from that to verify.
Yeah, as simple as that.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. GG, Mike.
I'm still expecting, like what I do with those kind of videos, I usually press pause, do the thing, and then press play. Okay, so he does that. Okay, pause, do it again, and you go through each step. So,
Yeah.
okay, I got my key pairs, I got my private key. So now, should I just make a public key out of it? Why not? Yeah, openssl, this got like so many commands.
Mm-hmm.
How many commands?
There's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
do
things you
p
can do.
key in for input, and I'm going
Mhm.
to input my mic ggcc private key, and I want a public key, so I want pub out a public key from that, and out for the output. I'm gonna call it mic ggcc dot pub. No, gcc pub because it's a PEM file.
Yeah.
A PEM like this. Okay, so now I have my public key. If I double check, openssl, that's p key,
Mm-hmm.
input, mic, no, mic ggcc, pub.pen. It is a pub in, because if I don't mention that it's a public key, I'm gonna get an error message.
Mm-hmm.
No output, and I want this in text to be able to see it. And there it is.
Yep.
It is good.
It matches.
It matches. All right. So now I could technically create the certificate signing request. Right? So let's do this. Open SSL. So I'm going to create my certificate that everyone will be able to see. And since it's a certificate, anybody, Johnny, if you wanted to, could create the same certificate signing request and include all my personal information in it and try to tell everyone, hey, no, he's not Mike, I'm Mike.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So,
since you revealed the seed phrase, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
anybody.
exactly. Now my seed phrase is compromised. Everybody can do that.
Yeah, they can change your identity
Everybody can do
or
that.
take over your identity.
But fortunately, right, you can steal everything. You can vote on my behalf on the blockchain, but no, actually it's the same thing because it's the same keys. Forget it.
Yeah, you screwed yourself, didn't you,
I
Mike?
screwed
You screwed
myself.
yourself.
I screwed myself totally.
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to realize you used the same credential.
I'm in deep trouble. Okay, another scenario. You have your own set of keys and you
Yes, a
haven't
separate set of
seen
keys that you
mine,
use.
and I didn't share it like a stupid dumbass that I am in front of everyone that's gonna watch this video. Right? And you use those keys that are yours and you just put the same information in your certificate signing request. Then the authority, which represent in our case the Cardinal Atlantic Council, we have a certificate authority, and this guy is going to sign my certificate with the certificate, actually with his private key, but the certificate authority will, how can I phrase that? How can I phrase that? The certificate authority is just gonna pretty much say, or is going to be the issuer of my certificate, saying that these public keys belongs to Mike,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I want to make a request, OpenSSL request, and um, yeah, I think that's key. Need to mention my key. Oh, new. Of course, I want a new one. Key, it's going to be Mike, um, ggcc, private key. Whoop, doesn't write it. Private key. Private key.pem. Um, and out. Actually, I'm just gonna put that down there. There you go. Here. And I'm going to call it Mike GG. Whoops. GG. Okay, Mike GGCC dot CSR for certificate signing request. And if I press enter, hopefully I'm not gonna get errors. I didn't. So now this is where I put my own information. So Mike, I live in Canada, right?
I think so.
State province name. Could be Alberta. That would be funny actually. Alberta, but it's Quebec. Quebec. City. City is going to be could be Laval, no? Where in Quebec? Somewhere nice. I want to write Gatineau. I'm just gonna write Trois-Rivières. No, there is a Quebec City. Let's do that. Quebec City. I live in Quebec City. Okay, so organization name. So what is our organization name? Oh my God. Group associated.
GLC? No. GLC? No, is that a thing? PLC?
Group.
Group co-op.
Group.
Oh,
Pineapple.
No, yeah. It's no.
I'm not. No way. There's no way.
Group pineapple.
No way. I'm going to put
No,
pineapple in that name. No way. Look at that. My pizza is an actual pizza because there is no pineapple in it.
So you're trying to write co-op, but what you've actually written is coop, right?
Okay.
So it's the group. It's the group coop.
Pineapple.
I'm okay with the group.
Pineapple's good when it's just pineapple. When you mix that into something that's called a pizza, then it's not a pizza anymore.
Group pineapple.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna approve of pineapple as long as coop is at the end. So group pineapple coop.
I'm going to approve pineapple as long as there's nothing related to a pizza in it.
Yeah. So group pineapple coop, as in co-op, but we're saying coop.
Like this.
I think that's
capital A.
That's a good idea because it's the dumbest of all possible options. That's why I support it.
Put coop in at the end or co-op.
Co-op.
And this just coop. Yep. And this is going to very much annoy Nudes who wants his properly hyphenated terms. It's not there. There's no hyphen between co and op, so it's coop.
Then we're not GGCC. We're GGPC. GGP.
We're the GGPC. Group pineapple.
Okay. Group. Oh my God. What's the unit? Okay, let's go. GG PC. Unit name. Okay. My name.
Holy shit! That pineapple I was eating just now was so delicious. I've never had such a ripe, fresh, sweet, but also kind of acidic and sour pineapple. Just utter perfection.
Did the taste of it improve because you got pineapple in the name of our organization? Was it like a victory?
It was so good that it did inspire that. And
Mike, before you put in ggbc.org, go and check if it exists.
Yeah, that could be dangerous. Okay, I'm just gonna go like just to be sure.
I'm gonna go look.
Just in case that's not like an organization or some cult.
So
like
you're gonna put in Mike at grouppineapplecoop.com or .org, because I could register that right now.
That's a funny movie idea. A guy plays a prank on a cult. He sends him an email as a joke, and they end up hunting him down.
Don't register that.
I am so.
That's what
cool. We're not cool. Don't put cool.
That cool. That's good.
I dare
Okay,
you to
no,
team up again,
pineapple, cool. Okay,
So dumb.
let's focus. Let's focus.
So dumb.
Organization.org.
Right. I just turned this and forwarded it to your email, Mike. Give me a minute.
.edu.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, I'm just
It's
gonna
okay.
pizza.
They already work.
Just end up with pizza password. I want to
I
get this
think
over with.
you
Okay,
group.
so now I have my certificate, and I want to check it. So openssl. I'm going to that's request input, and it's Mike GG whatever dot src. I want no output, and I want it in text, and I can see here
Wow, very cool.
I have the subject. I have no issuer because this is not signed yet. It includes my public key, so everyone can check that and compare it to what's on chain when I sign transaction. Because yeah, when I witness transaction, because in those transaction, as an orchestrator or micro orchestrator can do something in the transaction that is called, it's a flag, it's an option, request signer hash, or that's request. I don't remember the exact. You can request a signature from a specific private key. So, for example, organization, we have 6 people. In the transaction, you can request specific persons from that organization to sign it. Like, I don't know. For example, like I build a transaction, I only want Johnny to sign it. Then
Yeah.
I just include the flag, pretty much.
It's like assigning role responsibility in GitHub.
Well, to be valid, the transaction is going to have to be signed by that person, or else it's just not happening.
I'm busy. I'm busy registering group pineapple too. Here we go.
Do you want to play the orchestrator authority? No, it's going to take a while though.
It'll take too long. You're correct.
All right, so this is it for this workshop, and on the next one, we're going to see and talk about the certificate authority and how to build it for your personal organization if you want to be in the constitutional committee. So I'll see you on the next one.